I love Hot Topics, and I hope you do too, because I am always guaranteed to learn something new and then, in general, laugh a lot. No exception with this crew, from whether we should be telling our young girls that they're pretty to who has the best bagels in the country. Whew, it was quite a ride. Here's podcast hosts Carla Marie and Anthony and New Day producer Susie Wiley. The question is, do you tell your daughter she's pretty?
I'll leave it to you guys first. I'm not going to say anything right away.
My parents did it to me growing up, and I think I turned out fine.
I'd say.
Thank you.
I mean, I get what they're saying. They're saying that instead of saying you look beautiful, you should say you look so confident and happy. And I get saying those things, and I think it's important for a reminder, but I think my parents told me that, and I certainly told my girls that. I think if I didn't tell my now 26-year-old daughter that she looked beautiful or pretty, she'd be like, what? Don't you even think I look good? So I think I say yes, but also say the other things. I mean,
yeah, and I saw an article actually circulating. I think it hit my news feed a couple days ago, but it was a similar topic. Don't tell your daughters that they're pretty. Expose them to all the other unique qualities and traits that they have. And I understand that, because you don't want to necessarily set up this standard where the only validation your daughters get is by someone telling them how great they look or how pretty they are, how gorgeous they are. And I understand that, because there's so many other facets to life that you should be taking pride in. But as someone who, has little cousins that I've taken care of, will one day maybe have a daughter, I don't want my daughter to look for that validation for the first time ever somewhere else.
That's an excellent point.
I'd rather my daughter felt that she was beautiful and pretty all the time, rather than the first person that says that to her being able to manipulate her in any way, shape, or form.
That's really insightful. I really like that. Look at that.
Future dad of the year here.
I might not like Zac Efron, but I do have some insight to the world.
Listen, I don't want my daughter near an Efron boy, I'll tell you that much.
And what if that Zac Efron boy is the first one that tells her she's pretty?
Okay.
Now we're going down the road.
I do agree with Susie. I think it's okay to share that, to tell your child you are beautiful inside and out, and what the entire mass makes is what's important. All right, my friends. So apparently we just celebrated National Cereal Day, and we actually have all the sugar cereals in my house because our parents wouldn't let us have them.
See, I was opposite than you, Amity, growing up. My parents would let us have Frosted Flakes, and we were allowed to put sugar in our cereal.
What? Well, we did cream of wheat. Hello.
Ooh.
Wait. So now, if I have Captain Crunch in the house, it's gone within an hour.
I was able growing up to have whatever cereals we wanted. So like Cookie Crisp, that was always in the house. Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, and my favorite was Count Chocolate, which was like a specialty cereal.
Oh, yeah.
But I have to actively, as an adult, make sure that there are no cereal boxes in my home, because they will last for 15 minutes
all
max.
day.
You're actually making me feel not so bad, because recently a new kind of cereal emerged in my pantry. It was an Oreo O.
Those are
good. My God. So
not
good.
Breakfast.
It was amazing. I was just walking around eating it like dry cereal all day.
Yeah, that's like dessert. When my kids were little, I would let them eat that stuff for dessert. I would say, okay, that's not breakfast, but let's have it for dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love Oreos.
Have some friends back in New York from our last radio show who have their own podcast called The Serial Killers, and all they do is review cereal every single twice a week. They review 3 different boxes of cereal every single week.
I do like this topic of cereal, but let's stay on food now. And we're talking about food and geography. Like, a lot of emotions come up with this. People get so fired up. Like, if you say, oh, the best burger is an In-N-Out burger, where you can only get it in California and some parts of Nevada and Oregon.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay, whoa. Okay, already you can just simmer down for a second.
Jack.
Don't even go crazy. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I know there's a lot. Why are we so defensive about food? Like, New York Times recently stated that bagels are better in California.
Stop.
This whole segment needs to be canceled. That's it. I am not going to allow that type of talk to go on while I'm in the area.
Wow.
We both grew up in New Jersey, and anyone who grows up in New Jersey knows the best bagels are in New Jersey, not even New York City, New Jersey. So to even think that the opposite side of the country could have anything relatively close to what we grew up with is absurd.
Also, when you grow up in a place like New Jersey that gets made fun of by the rest of the country on a daily basis,
Oh,
you know us by the Jersey Shore and the
take-
smell by Newark Airport. There's not a lot we take pride in more than our bagels
And
and our
bagels.
pizza.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like-
that's a fair
that's fair.
point. Although I just learned that in Trenton, New Jersey is some of the best clay to make ceramics. So there's something.
News to me.
I didn't know that. I
Try
guess we don't
not to
take enough
eat.
pride in our ceramics.
Yeah. I feel the same way when people talk about tacos because I have an obsession with tacos. And I grew up in San Diego. And when I hear East Coast people talk about their Mexican food or their tacos, no. Hard pass on that. There is this feeling of
Defensive.
it's where I live. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
part of our identity, I think, not just where we're from, but the things that we grew up with that we kind of take with us and we hold so dear to our hearts and to our personalities as a whole.
So quick to judge In and Out. It was a little bit unnecessary.
No.
But that's
Totally
fine.
overrated.
I thought we were friends.
Hey, I'm a fan of In-N-Out,
It's
although
overrated.
locally, I mean, Dick's
Overrated.
Burgers are fantastic,
Yeah.
and
Shake
Great
Shack.
State Burger is actually one of my favorite burgers.
Shake Shack.
All right. You can catch the Carla Marie and Anthony show weekday mornings on Twitch. Did you know there are personal bodyguards you can book on your phone through an app like Uber? And then there's other things. Welcome back to the show. Personal bodyguards you can book on your phone like Uber, and feelings about actor Zac Efron. These are the topics that kept our Hot Topics panel talking. Well, this new app I want to share with you is about how you can use it to get a bodyguard.
Yep. $30 for 30 minutes. You just like Uber for bodyguards.
What is it called, and how do I get it immediately?
Yeah, this is awesome.
I think it's called Bond. You think about bodyguards are for celebrities, but if you feel like you need protection, I was wondering if maybe people would use it so that it looks like they need protection. Right?
That's great. But also, like, $30 to not get kidnapped is pretty worth it.
I also love the fact that if you're just like a giant human, you can now just get work whenever you want.
Are you going to
for the
sign up?
app.
Are you
No,
going to sign up?
I haven't been. I haven't been working out for the past year, but once I
Okay.
get back to LA Fitness over here in Ballard, I promise I'll get my muscles back and I'll get back on the
Okay,
app.
fair.
It did say that ex-Secret Service and former police officers. So can you imagine if you did the app and you hired an ex-Secret Service and you're just going, I don't know, out to dinner? That would be awesome.
However, I have to imagine that the legal department for this company has got to be huge. Like they're
Yeah. You sign probably a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a waiver that I don't care to read. I'm just going to hire the person and I'll hope for the best.
Agree to
I
all
guess.
terms.
agree to all terms.
You hire one and then they come in your Uber because that would be cool if you could do like the twofer. And then even
so fancy.
food. Food could be, I don't know. I'm just
So
thinking.
food, a bodyguard, and a ride.
Yeah.
What a world we're living in.
I know.
Right?
All from my phone. Who would have thought?
Wow. This next topic is surely to get heated as well. Apparently, there are some real Zac Efron haters in this meeting right now.
What's the name?
What's going on?
Okay.
Who
I'm not
hates
a-
this? He's
let
such
me-
a
let me
nice
qualify.
boy.
He is a very nice boy.
Let me qualify for a second. Zac Efron seems like a fantastic human. He's obviously very attractive.
He loves the planet.
But the show that he did that everyone's getting really excited for, it's on Netflix.
Down
What's
to
it?
Earth.
Down to Earth. Everyone's getting so excited about the second season, and it was a mediocre show at best. Mediocre
mute.
show at best.
It was incredible.
It was no High School Musical, but
Right?
Anytime you get to learn things while looking at an attractive, smart man is a win for me.
usually without a shirt.
Yes, without a shirt.
Anthony,
Are you jealous of Zac Efron?
Absolutely.
Andy nailed it.
100%. So I'm just going to try to knock him down a peg or two any chance I get, because I think he needs to be a normal person like
It's
us and
literally,
have,
no,
you know.
the show is called Down to Earth. He's
Yeah,
normal.
I'm trying to knock him back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you remember when people were saying that he had a dad bod even though he was ripped? That
When
was
the-
the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, when season 1 came out, people were like, "Oh my God, Zac Efron has a dad bod." I'm like, "That's."
And he had a
dad bod."
six-pack.
Yeah, what? That was a thing.
Wow. I'm glad we got through this. I feel like
Yeah.
we've worked through something here.
I think you touched a nerve though with the jealousy.
Maybe.
I'm
He
just
has a lot to be
exposing.
jealous of.
Yeah.
There is, indeed. And we're all about transparency here. Okay, so here we go.
We sure are. Speaking of transparency, if there is something you'd like to see on the show or something you'd like to see us do, please let us know. You can reach out to us on all the interwebs. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we have a website too, newdaynorthwest.com, and you can find information on how to contact us there. Like I said, any ideas you have, we love them. Also, if you want